Okay. Wow, it looks like I'm on. I think I think we're finally doing this. It's been it's been quite a fiasco, so to say. I've been having technical difficulties, and wow, it's been crazy. Hello. Okay, I think we're working. Yeah. Okay, we're good. We're good. All right. I've got like three different devices going on here, and it's kind of being new to the whole YouTube thing, and getting all the gear right and making sure I prep right before going live with these things. And I need to work on that a little bit. And I'll go through it while we go through the build. But I basically got like my PC, my laptop. Apple, by the way, came through for the end. All right, so I was running everything on the PC here, but it wasn't running today, so I had to switch over everything, download webcam drivers and all that for the laptop. But it looks like we're running. So a little bit flustered, a little bit a bit hot and bothered, but I think we can do this now. I think we can do this now. But here I am again. I've got the Porsche. You already know this. I've got the Porsche 911 Turbo. This is at 10295. I've done a live build on this. We did this turbo version, and then we went and tried something new. We converted it to a base Carrera coupe. I did that live as well and did a little video on it. And I've been meaning to do a full comprehensive review on this, but um, I've kind of wanted to build more versions and see how much kind of footage and roll I can get out of this. And to be honest, I don't mean to beat a dead horse with this thing, but um, this one might take the cake. I've been thinking about it for a while, guys, but this one might take the cake for me in terms of my favorite creator car. Um, I still love the Caterham. I know not a lot of people find that one popular. um, it wasn't the highest sought after option, and I think you can get these secondhand, or I mean, I'm sorry, on the resale market, so to say, almost at the price it was offered at the store. But this one, I haven't tried the Aston Martin, and I haven't tried the Mustang. I've yet to build the VW Bug and the Beetle, which I do have. I'm sorry, I don't have the Beetle. I'm going to get that though. But yeah, this one might take the cake, guys. And I've been enjoying looking at it, building it, trying different versions. I love that. The turbo, the Targa, the base coupe that I tried. I've seen people build a turbo Targa, and I found out that these also came in the cabriolet convertible versions, and I do enjoy that. With so many extra build you go, either build for this set, you can really play with a lot of the variants that were offered for this model, which there were a lot, because the original Porsche 911 was in production for quite a long time before they really, really significantly changed it here. Um, my favorite of this build so far, to be honest, it's got to go to the base coupe. I love the turbo in real life. Don't get me wrong, but for some reason in Lego form, the base coupe really, really got me. The simple, the clean lines without the tail, without the arches. I might even try it with the arches, because someone had mentioned that there's a non-turbo version without the tail and the wheel arches with the higher output motor that was made for this 911. But I think I really like just having the slope back, you know, and maybe even normal silver wheels. There's something about that base coupe. So that being said, I'm really looking forward to getting on the Targa here, because I think that's going to be another clean look, but it adds a little bit complexity with that roll bar that you have at the top and the open air feel. And I think that one's going to be a close second, if not a first. We're going to see. But then I'm looking at this now and I'm like, I love this now. I mean, they're all they're all great. That's why I love this car, guys. I love this model, and that's why we went with it again today. So I'm gonna keep building the heck out of this thing. and really get my money's worth out of this thing, which I hope you guys do. I know it's great to you pick your variant, you build it, and you display it. You totally get your value out of that. But this might be the first set that I've built, whether it's modular or a car or a vehicle in general. It might be the first set that I've built and just kept kind of modding and converting over and over again. So I definitely feel like I've got my $150 worth minus the VIP pack, the welcome owners pack. So I'm gonna get my money's worth out of it another way, because the model itself, it's a good value with what you get. To recap, in terms of the value, you don't have stickers. They're all printed pieces. You get the workable steering wheel. Oh yeah, and you even get two different motors. It's not just converting the turbo to a Targa. You're going to convert to the base motor from the turbo motor from the Boxer, and they really go all out on the details when you're going through these conversions. So that being said, I wanted to see, and I'll kind of keep a timer at how I'm going. I'm about 6 minutes in. Man, I talk a lot. And I just see what maybe those of you guys are interested in, maybe the headache or time it takes to convert this. So we're going to see about how much time it takes to do that. Basically, tear it down from one variant and go to another variant. So let's see. And I will sum the approximate time up so that you guys don't have to listen to the first several minutes of me babbling here. And that way you can get a quick answer that way. For me, the time doesn't matter. I'm just kind of going to enjoy trying out a new version that I haven't tried. Many of you guys did it right out of the box, but I have not tried the Targa yet. I went to a base coupe. That being said, I think page 80 something is where we make our decision, and that's page 181. So I've got to get the model. Let's get the model back to where it was at page 180 and kind of replicate that as much as possible. We're about 7.5 minutes in right now, so I'll keep that in mind when we see how long it took to do this. First thing that is going to go. Well, first thing that went was the spoiler here. Okay, now let's go ahead and do this. I do mean to do another in-depth video. I kind of enjoyed shooting some video of the 911 base coupe that I did and posting it. I like what I call, I guess, the angles and the looks, and I like just capturing different angles at it and looking at it in different environments and whatnot, in the garage, on the bookshelf, in the living room. That's really one thing that appeals to me about the creator sets, that to more so to look at and display, and they really put their effort into making those models look really good for you, especially the cars. I mean, you get a great view all around, really. The modulars are great, but as we all know, you can't really look at them so much from the side. So, but I mean, those are still a great display piece. And then the other ones are coming out with like the locomotive. I wanted to get the locomotive, and I actually did have it. I bought it, I think, was it May last year that it came out, May-ish, and I never opened it. I never got around to it. Like a lot of sets are kind of piling up in my garage right now. Don't tell my wife, but yeah, it was just one of those sets where it was new, so I'm like, okay, I can come back and get this later. Let me get something else that might retire soon. So I did that. Yeah, so they've got that. They've got modulars. Like the blacksmith, and I've mentioned that set many times in my live builds already. Yeah, they really look good. So definitely have fun getting little angles and videos and shots of them and posting them. So I'm gonna keep doing that. Man, this has taken a while just to kind of deconstruct the rear spoiler. Part of it was me babbling. Hey, Sean Technic, what's going on? Thanks for joining in. Whoa, okay, here we go. All right, so we got that. Yeah, and someone did again ask to make the cabriolet. What's going on? Did you get the Porsche yourself, or not quite? Okay, so we're all yeah. Someone had asked to try the cabriolet version, so I'm gonna definitely try that. I'm gonna have to kind of make a mock. I'm thinking out of the black pieces. I think I'm gonna make some kind of tarp or convertible cover out of that. We'll see. We'll go with the Targa now, and then I think once we have that open top version here, then I think I'll know how to go about going with the cabriolet with with the leftover pieces that we have and all of that. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see the Targa. I really love the base coupe. I have to say it. I'm sorry. In real life, I would take the 930 Turbo any day, of course. But just in the Lego form, I really like this. It gave it more of that Fiat 500 kind of, simple back in the old days kind of feel. It wasn't as sporty, but it's still a sport car by nature. Of course, it's the epitome of sport car, but. So it didn't have to be all turboed out to be that. And I just thought that, all right, rip that out. So I just thought that these base versions, like one we're about to do now in the Targa, were, looked a little more fitting with the era. All right, I'm not ready to do that yet. Although I think we got to change the axle too. Yeah, we will, because we're going back to narrow wheelbase here. The Ford Mustang, no, and I'm really intrigued about that because, yeah, it's got that kind of conversion that you can do, and I really do want that. And I heard that one is a little bit of a bigger set too, as well, if I'm not mistaken. Kind of like this one. I'm used to the, the smaller Creator sets, like the F40 and the Mini and the Caterham. Now that they've gone with this bigger format, I didn't know if the Mustang was like that too. But that's definitely one that's going to be in the bag soon, as well as the DB5, which I harped on a lot about in the previous live builds I did. That I've one of the sets I said I really wanted to get. So yeah, those two are definitely in the pipeline. Hey, Sean Technic, do you have a favorite Creator car set yet? Is it the Mustang? Oh boy, I gotta take out all of this. Okay, I gotta take out all of this. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go one by one here. I know this has to go. So I gotta get it to page 180 state without going overboard and taking the whole thing apart, because then I'm gonna be lost for pieces. That wouldn't be good. But I think we know where to go. And I'm gonna refer back to instructions because I'm scared to take something out that I'm not supposed to. All right, okay. It would have been nice to do if they did, and I know it would be turning this thing into a encyclopedia to do, but it'd been nice to do for each version a teardown point, like step-by-step teardown, so you can get back to page 181, I think it was, rather than kind of having to guesstimate how everything looks in this one view here. But oh yeah, I know the Ford Mustang. Yeah, a lot of people do. And I just don't know. That's just one that I don't know why I haven't gotten yet. It's one of those that you want, but for some reason I just haven't taken it home yet. Oh boy! So we're gonna rip the rear windows out here, and I think we've got it to a point where we will stop. Oh wait, no, I've got to get the wheel arches off too. Got to get the wheel arches off too. All right, take it easy. Thanks for stopping by, Shun Technic. Yeah, so I am looking off to the side. I know I got a giant screen in front of me, but I was supposed to start, so I think I posted this video around maybe 2 or 3 o'clock this afternoon to say, hey, I'm coming on at 9 o'clock. And then like 8:30 rolled around. I was checking out another cool, someone was doing a live cool build on their channel, and I think I was chilling in there for a while, watching him build the his set for the first time. Pretty chill channel, all his content, and I'll have to remember the name of it at some point here. So instead of, I was doing that instead of preparing for this, which was already scheduled to go live, and come right before I'm trying to set everything up and plug the camera in, and it doesn't come on the screen. So a lot of scrambling and sweatiness ensued and running around, switching over to the laptop, and we got on finally. I did have to change the time to start at 9:30, so apologies. So when you see me looking over my back, I'm not waiting on a hit on me quite yet. Not really yet today, but I'm not looking over my shoulder for that yet. I'm looking over my back to read and see the chat. So we got through the technical difficulties. I'll get it working correctly next time. Okay, so one thing that I didn't remember how to put on was how to take off was the, it almost looks like the Targa roll bar, but I don't know how this thing popped on. And it's sturdy, so it's one of those things where I think if I just yank it off, a bunch of crap will come off with it. Don't want that to happen. Okay, I think we got it. We're gonna have to pull it off straight up. Oh, wish me luck, guys. Wish me luck. Oh, the seat came off. The rear seat came off with it. Oh boy, I think the whole rear seat's gonna come off, but we're gonna have to put this. Yeah, okay. All right, not too bad. Okay. All right, I'll remember what goes back in there. Okay. All right, I think we got it. All right, let me refer to this page here and make sure I put the right pieces, but not too many pieces back in. Yeah. That's what I get for trying to do this. Okay, yeah, we got it. We got it. We just got to take this all these black pieces off and put the seat and this white tab back in. Okay, yeah, I'm really looking forward to the Targa. And I did see the couple of videos on the Turbo Targa build that came out. And I've read or saw or heard that you can indeed do the Turbo Targa build with the one box, so to say. You will be coming up a couple pieces short, kind of like I did when I did the base Carrera coupe. But you can manage because you got so many other extra pieces. You can kind of switch and swap pieces here and there. But again, and I mentioned it, in my earlier videos and the review I did on the base coupe, that it's really like for 3 or 4 or 5 more pieces, Lego could have really at least advertised this as a 3-in-1, and now with all the other kind of variants that we're seeing on this, they could have they could have at least hinted. I know they don't do like a 5-in-1 set or a 4-in-1 kind of thing, with this, but they could have at least hinted that you can build several different variants of this car rather than just 2, and that would have been even better. But I think we're all going to find soon enough that it's, just by playing with this thing some more, that it's pretty easy to to swap if need be. Okay. I remember these were really hard to get apart, the wide wheel arch kind of bottom pieces to it. So when I was doing, taking photos and videos of this thing and whatnot, when you take this thing under the different lighting, you really really reminds you how weird the Lego white pieces are. That's one thing. I do like the color, but I've always mentioned the longevity in terms of the yellowing over time and all that. But in addition to that, when you're under kind of intense or brighter lighting, you can kind of see the yellowness of the, I don't know, the plastic or the mold underneath. It's almost like the yellowness is already there, right? You can kind of see it. It's not really a thick white color. So under here it looks fine, but when you take it out or take it in a brighter lighting, you might see some, like, it's already starting to yellow kind of. So I definitely see where people have their complaints about that. Yeah, I wonder what I need to read or kind of watch a little bit into why the yellow, or I'm sorry, why the white is a really particular color to do for Lego, and I'm sure a lot of folks already know that. But one of those little interesting tidbits, so to say. All right, gee, so kind of deconstructing this thing is kind of there's a lot involved in here, guys. Yeah, there's a lot involved in here, but we're almost done, at least with the teardown. So yeah, okay, we've even got to get some of the bottom underbody removed. Not finding out how to get rid of these curvy underbody pieces. They're so kind of well fitted in there. Okay, got that. And I'm trying not to put too many like fingernail indents, because by the time I've done this, like the 6th or 7th time, oh crap, like my fingernail like indents in all the little corners and everything from taking it off so many times. But it's okay. That's the fun of it. I was thinking about, how people are going to be making alternate color versions of this thing, but it did remind me that a lot of these pieces are printed. So I guess that would be an issue. And then you've got the new, oh no, you've got these new pieces here at the rear, which would be tricky, I guess, since they probably don't come in another color yet, right? Okay. I think we've got it, everybody. I think we have it. So, unless I'm wrong here, my Porsche looks like the Page 180 Porsche. We took the roof off. We took the rear windows out. We got the motor stripped down, which I hope that's accurate to where we're supposed to be. And we had to take the wheel arches off, and you get to a point where you see the red and the blue again is where you want to be at, and then you take a little bit of the underbody off. And then I think, I missed one giant piece, the axle. We got it. We do have to undo the work we did here on the axle. But from what I remember from narrowing this from the Carrera, the base Carrera build, we can kind of preserve a lot of this, and it's just going to be a matter of taking out, I think, 2 components and squishing everything together. So we're going to leave this kind of as it is right now. All right, so we're ready, guys. Kind of reliving this moment. Time to choose. Now that you've built the basic 911 platform, you've got a tough decision to make. Do you go for the extra power of the turbo or enjoy the open-air convertible experience of the Targa? To build the 911 Targa, proceed to page 230. It's like I feel like it's the first time again. It's kind of like a new romance again. And it really is, because I've never built the Targa yet. So this is going to be really fun. And I have instructions this time to go by instead of winging it, to do an off the grid build. So 230. If I can show you guys again, when I took the box home for the first time, just seeing my favorite view of the whole box was the Targa, just because they got a really good, nice side profile of the box on the box here. Yeah, there you go. You can see it now. I wasn't a fan of the front 3/4. It looked a little bit, looked a little bit off to me there. But that's, oh man, that's that's my candy right there. So I'm looking forward to get that Targa done. So page 230. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's move the keyboard back. I got to make some room for everything, and so that you guys can actually see the 911 Targa in process. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of these. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and make my movements a little bit quicker for the next minute or so. I know I've been talking a lot, so that's not. I'm not giving you guys a really scientific, accurate time count here, because I've been babbling on so much. Okay, first thing that we do with the Targa is we're going to build the axle, the rear axle, and I know we're going to preserve a lot of the existing axles, so I'm going to try and take the major pieces out of it if I can do that, which I know I've done before. And throw them in. Yeah, I think from here on out, well, I'm going to be lying if I say this, but I think from here on out should be pretty smooth sailing from here on, everyone. Okay. I may have done too much. Okay, let's see what we got there. All right. I'm going to put this thing on. Let's just throw everything on as okay. Okay, so we cheated a bit there because you don't have to completely take apart the axles, specifically the brake rotors, and the Technic pieces, because they kind of come on the same way. They kind of come on the same way on the Targa version. Yeah, so it's really almost the same build. You're just making a narrower version of it. So the Turbo had a wider axle, right? So we're narrowing it down by 2. It's really weird because I'm usually monitoring everything from up there, but now I need to look over my shoulder. Okay, so I assume that everything goes together, or everything kind of looks the same at the end on the Targa, just a little narrower. So I'm just going to go ahead. It looks right to me. We're going to slap that on. It pops in the same way. Okay. All right, we've got a squared up axle now from front to back. Yeah, they're about the same width. Now moving on to underbody. Okay, now I think I got to be real focused when I'm doing anything. Even though I wasn't really touching the Technic pieces, my attention starts going all in when we do the Technic. Whenever I get near it. not really good with it. But yeah, anyway, this set, okay, it releases officially. A lot of folks have had it for a whole week now, but um, officially, for those of you that might have been waiting because of kind of the disappointment with the VIP, I get it. A lot of you have been maybe waiting for March to get this. And looking at how it's been going so far upon its initial VIP release, it looks like they've been plenty available. So I don't imagine them running out of stock on the first few days. But that being said, with every new release that's kind of been coming out lately, maybe in the general release, maybe people will start to get them. And what I'm just trying to say is that if it's something you were looking at and interested in and was just waiting for general release to get, just get it on May 1st. This is totally worth it for your money. For the 150 that you're paying, I have no regret in the world, and I don't know if anyone's really said that I don't like this model yet. Anyone that's bought it and built it, I guess I would say. I mean, just the amount of things you could do easily out of the box. Again, the one thing that's different with this is that you're getting so many of these extra pieces, because they give you the option to build from Turbo to Targa. You're getting so many extra pieces that you can build really all these other variants that are not really have not really been officially vetted or released by Lego. Again, the Turbo Targa came out. You can do a base coupe. I know you can do a cabriolet. I'm sure with this pretty easily if you wanted to. And just the features that they give you here, the steering, the removable target top, the build quality, the printed pieces, the size, and really just the overall model itself, the end, how it looks and how it displays is yeah, this one's an A plus for me. Again, disappointed with the owner's pack thing, but once I had this, and I've been playing with this thing for like a whole week now straight, doing something, one thing to it or another. Yeah, I feel like it's been a very worthwhile set. Okay, now I'm missing something. Okay. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm okay. Okay, got that in. Yeah, I'm having trouble finding pieces today in general. Are all these like white pieces kind of tiny? Boy, tiny pieces laying out here. And I'm having trouble. It's been a slow start, but maybe when the pieces narrow down, we'll get faster. And part of it is because of my daily duties to attend to. I can't start these things until really late at night. I'm really looking forward to a day where I can actually do it during the daytime and not as groggy as I would be at this time of day. But yeah, I'm finding a bunch of pieces too that I didn't really fully disassemble. I was talking to one guy when I was doing a build last week, and Yeah, he had told me that and I just didn't know this. He had told me that the Batmobile was still out, and that's something I was kind of interested in looking at. I just don't know where I would put it, but it's still something intriguing to me. Um, so I'll have to see if that's still out and consider that. Okay. Okay. So all right, give me some more of these L-shaped pieces. Okay, but when I get off this Porsche 911 binge, which I don't know when that's going to be. I hope soon because I know I've done way too many videos on this thing already. But when I get off my Porsche binge, what do I have to build? I have a couple of things in the pipeline that I've bought and just haven't put together yet because of either time and I didn't want I didn't want to kind of build them and then now what, be done with them. But I've got the 20th anniversary snow speeder. That's a tiny thing. I know. I've got the Volkswagen camper van. That's been out for a long time, but I've finally picked it up because I knew it was going out of it was going out of it was going to be discontinued. So got that. And then the one thing I've been really looking forward to build was the assembly square. I do have that. And I've had that for like a year now. And it's been like, I've been hiding it in my trunk, the trunks of my cars. And when I need to do the groceries in one car, I'll hide it in the other car. It's hard to hide. It's a gigantic box. But that's the set I've wanted a long time. And I bought it, and I don't want that to be over per se. So I haven't built it. I've been hiding it for a year, stashing it away. It might be all crumbled now by the time I take it out because it's been sitting in a cold garage in whichever car I put it in for a year now. But now that I've kind of gotten somewhat figured out how to do this live thing, I'm definitely gonna definitely do that live, and I have more of an incentive to do that now. So that's definitely gonna happen, and I'm looking forward to that day or multiple days maybe because that's a hunker of a set, like for sure. I'm looking forward to that, to putting that on display with the other couple modulars that I do have. Not a lot, but I've got a few. Yeah, but it's one of those sets where it's like I don't want it to be over. I don't want it to be over, so I'm not gonna touch it. Not gonna touch it. Okay, we're getting it. We're getting it. Okay. Yeah, I can't wait. I'll be shooting more footage or be shooting new footage of this tomorrow. Oh, I didn't get much of the the 911 Turbo. Shoot, so I'm gonna have to maybe rebuild that. But I'm gonna get more footage of this and do a comprehensive look around at this thing, and hopefully that will be before actually comes out for general release. That way, it may be of use to some people to look at it one last time before it comes out on general release. Though I hope that people that have been to the store, I know mine had it on display, like right up front and center. So I'm sure a lot of people got a good look at it already. But I got to tell you guys, you really want to look at this thing. You really want to grab this up while you can, because who knows, this one might be another out of stocker like everything else. Speaking of which, I did get, or I'm sorry, I did not get. I did see the blacksmith was back in stock at my local store, and I was close to running and grabbing it before it went out again, and I kind of punked out and didn't do it. So need to go back and check. Yeah, need to go back and check and see if that's still there. I'm wondering if now that the initial kind of wave has come and gone, that maybe it'll settle down now, and I don't have to worry about it coming out of stock, and I can just walk in the store and pick one up when I'm ready. That's kind of how everything is these days. Specifically, I've been building a new kind of a new PC setup, and over the past year, ironically, and it's been just absolutely the worst fiasco. In 2020 to 2021, buying a motherboard, power supply unit, specific mini one that I wanted, a graphics card, a new processor. Oh man, like if y'all haven't been shopping for any PC parts lately, it's rough out there, folks. It's rough. Yeah, it's been taking a lot of effort just to get PC components in. So last thing is, so that being said, the last thing I'm waiting on is my case, which I ordered in November of 2019. So it's been over a year that I've been waiting for that last piece of my build, my PC build, to come in. And yeah, that's the reason I was retrofitting the rest of my PC to fit kind of in the new smaller form factor PC that I'm going to. And yeah, what a worse time to try and build a PC these days. And same thing for those of you. It's kind of similar to the PlayStation game, right? I just stopped looking because yeah, when I saw it was the same deal with that whole thing, battle royale, so to say. I'm like, nah, man, I'm good. I've been fighting for been fighting too much for just to get like electronic technology stuff here and there. So I'm gonna chill with that for a while now that I've gotten at least what I need for my PC build. I'll wait till the PS5 is in the store and just walk in and grab it one day, if there ever is a day. All right, so now I think we've got most, if not all, of the motor done, and I lied. I've got a little bit of the motor. I think I've got 2 more pieces left, and we can move on. Okay. I think now we have it. Great. Okay. Now we can continue on to the body. And I think I have got, okay, the windshield's already in there. So we just got to cap it off. And I apologize for my squeaky leather chair. And I'm gonna notice it every time I move. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay. Okay, what do we do? What do we do? Need 6 of these. Okay, I'm excited, guys. We're really getting into the Targa portion of the build. All right, we're back at love at first sight again, because it's kind of like a new experience here, going from one model to another. I'm just a little bit tired though. It's the end of the week. It's late at night because I I can't do this at a better time of day. So I'm here in my cave, going into late night building Lego. But still, it doesn't ruin the love that I have for this Porsche 911 set 10295. Oh man, I can't wait to see this thing done. Okay, I'm missing a few pieces, but I think we're gonna manage. I was thinking about getting the Imperial shuttle. That comes out in March 1st too. So what's that, Monday? And yeah, I've been intrigued by that one. It's kind of like a simple model. Let's check it out. Look at it while I'm building this. Yeah, it's kind of simple, but it's got some, it's got like the interior, and I don't have an Imperial shuttle yet, so it looks pretty cool though. I'm thinking about getting that, but yeah, I've got so many on the list that there are others I could also definitely get. Okay, I'm lost here. Where are we? I need one more like cheese piece. All right, here we go. Got it. And I picked up the wrong piece and I lost it. Oh, here it is. All right. Okay. And while I'm doing this, I'm kind of thinking of how I could do a Targa. I mean, I'm sorry, how I could do a cabriolet, so to say. Because if we could knock that off, that would be pretty sweet. Okay. Oh no, man, the fatigue is setting in already. Yeah, and part of the reason I wanted to do this build is just because it was a one of those long weeks at work. So I had to, man, I really had to take this time to chill out and wind down. I had it rough this week. It's been getting pretty rough. Don't get me wrong, I love what I do, but just had one of those weeks. So I said, I've done like 25 Lego Porsche videos already, but I'm gonna do one more just because I want a reason to hang out here, wind down on this Friday. It's not like we're gonna go out anywhere, right? These days, but yeah, I wanted to chill out, wind down, hang out, detox from the week, and get my mind off everything and reset for the weekend, So why not? Okay, I gotta do this twice. Okay, we're getting into the weeds here. Looks like we're doing the glass canopy for the rear window on the Targa, which is the main feature of the Targa. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this comes together. One thing that I thought might look weird on the Targa version are the many seams that it has, kind of along the back window, because you're building out of multiple kind of straight pieces. So making an elongated rear window, you're using a lot of pieces to do it. So I hope it doesn't look too weird looking, but we're gonna see. It looks good from all of the photos and video that I've seen. So I hope that works out in reality. Oh, yeah, it's not too bad. I don't know if y'all can. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Right? It's supposed to look like one rear window. Is what I'm saying. But it kind of looks like a storefront when you see it this way. But not too bad at all. Okay. All right, got that in. Got go. Okay. One thing that I think is going to happen with this set is that it's going to be beat and battered at the end of the day, because I've taken it apart and put it together, and I will continue to do so. But I think that's one thing that's pretty cool about this, that you have all those chances to do that and just mess around with it and play with it. Like even the manual is starting to show some wear and tear now, which is cool. It's like, yeah, it's definitely a model you can use, guys, over and over again. And get the most enjoyment of it. Build it, display it, start over again. Okay. I'm not seeing this, I'm not seeing it yet. I mean, I know what it is, but I'm not seeing it yet. Oh, it's a car. Yeah. Okay. No. Okay. I think we. Okay. Oh, really? That really was it. Okay. It really this really is everything, and I just need to plop it on now, except for two more pieces. Oh, this is off topic, but going back to the PC stuff, now that I've got a lot of the new components, and especially the new graphics card that was, again, Hunger Games to get to. Yeah, I've been cranking up those settings, and they look beautiful. But I also got the Oculus Rift. Shoot, I'm missing a piece again. And oh man, that thing is crazy in terms of PC. If you use it for racing or flight sim, I plugged in Flight Simulator with that, and I tried a couple of the racing games on VR. Holy smokes, it was quite the experience, if I must say so myself. You've got to kind of detune the graphics a little bit, because running VR is going to really eat up at your resources. But boy, like the immersion factor that you get is, yeah, it was unbelievable. And I've been kind of in the VR flight simulator and racing world. I've been in another world for the past couple of weeks, so it's been quite the experience. It's been quite a ride there. So I'm also happy to be back in the real world here, building Lego. But okay, this is pretty sweet. We've got the it's coming together. It's looking like a Targa for sure. And I wasn't quite sure how this whole piece was fitting in, and it's quite ingenious that they build both of the um, turbo coupe and the Targa built off of this underlying sloped frame in the body. So you keep that whole slope going with both of the Targa and turbo roof builds, and they both fit on the same slope. So that's a really cool way that they got the rear to work. But yeah, looking at it now, you can't really see the seams too bad. Only in certain lighting. It's there, but it's really not a thing. Not a thing for me. I know some people have said something about it, um, but nah, it's not bothering me at all. The shape's coming together. Greg, I was wondering if I was gonna see you today, man. I was wondering if it came on Saturday and if you were able to build it. But that is awesome, and thanks for stopping by again, Greg. Which one did you build, if you don't mind me asking? Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, I just love seeing which I don't know why, but I love seeing which options people go with, which one they ended up building. Um, yeah, it's for me it's hard. I mean, this is the third version that I've done now, so it's more of a just wanting to see what the if the other version might be better. But so far, again, I have to say that the detuned base version, in terms of looks alone, um, the detuned base Carrera version for me has been my favorite so far. I've got to say, not in terms of course, not the performance or anything like that. Just the clean, simple, original Porsche 911 look of it really appealed to me, and you really see the slope. All right, nice. All right, later, man. Glad you built it. Glad it came in. That's awesome. Yeah, and I know some people like Greg over there was mentioning they were gonna get. Yeah, that was a really good idea, getting two of them, and just having both on display down the road. So that's another option. I mean, look, y'all. I've been tearing this thing apart and putting it together time and time and again, and it's gonna keep going on while I alternate different versions of it. So, hey, this thing's gonna get beat up. Why not buy a second one? Yeah, but this is definitely the first, and I know you can do it with the Mustang, but this is definitely the first creator car that I've taken apart and put together again. The other ones, I mean, I had no reason to rebuild or even though I always say it would be nice to take it apart all over again and rebuild it, just for the experience again. Um, I've never had a reason to really do that. So I missed a piece too back here. Yeah, this is the first one that really does it. All right, I'm going back because I know that I am missing out on two tile pieces. Yep, to cover up the back here. And I'm sorry, y'all. It's been not really been in a prominent view for you guys, but I should have had it sitting somewhere better. I'll think about that for the 13th time that I build this thing again. So let's find some space in my desk. Okay, so now I think we've about done it, guys, and we can go home relatively early, not too early. I know it's late, but not bad. I'm almost done here. I'm almost done here, guys. Oh no, I'm not. I got to build the roof. All right, cut. Let's keep going. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. All right, got to build the roof. Yeah, I knew there were way too many parts left over. I'm like, it can't be that easy. Okay, but this we'll knock this out. And man, I totally forgot that there is a roof to this Targa, and that's totally going to add to the final look and what you can do to this thing. So it's going to be another thing to compare it to. So here we go. Let's do it, guys. Final stretch. Pop the wheels on, and you know what? We got to put a different license plate on it. Yeah, got to do that. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Greg was saying he's gonna go back, as I was mentioning. Yeah, he's gonna go back, get the second one, get that on display. Oh man, that would be sick. Just having these two side by side. That really would be sick. Hey, I mean, maybe they they re-release the owner's pack or make some more of those. Give us some incentive to buy to buy more of them. I feel like I'm missing out on something here. Okay, now, okay, we're good. Build more of these flat black pieces. And okay. I'm messing up here, y'all. They kind of got real complicated with this roof. Or I'm just not reading, like I'm rushing through it, so I'm not getting through it. Yeah, Greg, I know. Right, in terms of the set has the most, Greg's saying the set has the most complex building techniques, and I agree, at least in terms of the other creators cars that I built. I was wondering if the Aston Martin gets kind of quirky because it's got all those kind of unique functions like the ejection seat and all those weird things going on with it. Um, but yeah, this one in terms of everything I've done with the cars has been pretty complex for sure. Greg, I'm gonna throw this question to you because you threw it to me one time. What was your favorite part of that build? I think mine was like the back end. I got to show y'all again the back end here. That's really, yeah, that's some eye candy. I mean, just how they did everything. They've got like black, alternating black, white, black bumper pieces, and then white again at the bottom. Like how they did that. They really went all in with the detailing there. Let's see that. Okay, now I think we're there with the exception of the wheels. And you know what? I think we're gonna have to try this. We're gonna try. Oh, look at that side profile. I'm gonna try the Targa top for now. It's kind of, I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm feeling without it. Yeah. I agree, Greg. This is my favorite part too, building and looking. It's this right here. It's the slope. It looks great. The back end is definitely the best part. And yes, the Aston Martin, as much as I love it, it really does look blocky. It's really monolithic, and the real life version, it's so curvy, and I know it's a big car in the real life, version 2, and elongated, but there are curves on the real life version. There may be more to a micro scale that you can't capture in Lego, which that might have been the case. But yeah, I feel you, Greg. This model, it's got the angles going on for sure, and that's actually, I think that's why I preferred. Or I think that's why I kind of had a favor to the when I did the base coupe, and kind of similar to this is that without the tail, you really bring out this rear end right here. It's just that nice slope right there, and then they add all these kind of jutting. The bumper juts out, the bumper um, trim juts out just like it should, and yeah, they really did a good job capturing that with this model for sure. And yeah, I mean, now that I've kind of done this a million times, this Porsche, I love it though. I'm still, man, if I can find another idea, like maybe the cabriolet, I'm gonna try it out, if I can do it. But yeah, I'll definitely want to start thinking about what the what the next build is gonna be. Don't know if another vehicle or the assembly square modular. That's gonna be like a marathon. Over probably multiple sessions to get the assembly square done. But it would be cool to take my time on that and finally build the set that's been sitting in my cold winter garage for a year now. It's gonna be dust when I open that package, and then I won't have anything to build when I finally open that. Oh, I know. I mentioned it a little earlier, maybe before you came on, but that Batmobile has been on my mind since you yeah, Greg's saying build the Batmobile, and yeah, it's been on my mind since I learned from you that it's still available. Okay, yeah, so that's definitely a worthy option too. Oh wait, didn't do the license plate yet. You know what? I think I went German or European. I don't know. I'm assuming German. I don't know what European country this. You can't. Why don't we go ahead and slap the Japanese license plate to it? And the Japanese plate for fans of the series has reference to Initial D, and I've seen bits and snippets. Oh shoot, but, but I wasn't uh, too much into it um, during its heyday. But I kind of like have watched it as an adult in my adult life and appreciated it. I wish I would have watched. I watched it really through the whole thing. But anyway, the Japanese plate apparently has reference to the Initial D series. I think with the prefecture and the region that it references is from that series, which is also, I believe, linked to a real driving road somewhere in Japan. Um, Here we go, and I'll get some close-ups like last time of it. Thank you, Manual. I'm glad to have been following a manual build this time. Free free flowing it last time was kind of nice going into the base coupe, but it was nice to follow instructions again. But yeah, here we go. Here's the I'll get a close up. Here's the Targa, and I already know that it. Yeah, I like it better with the top off. Build quality. When you take the Targa top off, it takes some pieces from the frame that it's not supposed to take with it. So that could be a minor knock. I don't really like it with the top on, so that will stay off. You're supposed to be able to store the Targa top into the hood, which I think now we've done. And yes, it does close. So yeah. All right. So when we first bought it, the first thing that popped in my eye was looking at the box was the top view here, the side profile. I think you can see it. Yeah. And now I have it in real life, and it looks wonderful. It looks wonderful. I'm gonna get some close-ups of this. Does look great. I will say though that I like the coupe better, and I think the Targa for me, the turbo coupe and the base coupe, I think I'm favoring better. And I might just have to let this digest, but I do like the complexity of the Targa, being that you have the wider glass here and the black roll bar, and you get a nice contrast there, and you get that open air interior. And now that I'm saying it, I'm starting to it's coming into light more for me. But all right, let's get some close-ups, and let me get the camera here for y'all. Let's look at it, and we can roll out. By the way, this took about an hour. And if you delete all the parts where I was rambling, you probably do it in 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Not doing anything speedy, but just not talking as much as I had been talking and pausing. So let it in focus. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we're looking good. I do like it. Let's get out of the glare here. Yep. You can see my whole shoddy recording setup is all gonna fall apart. Yeah, I do like it. But if I'm gonna be honest, I think I'm favoring the coupes more. Yeah, it's got a nice little complexity going to it, but I do like the open air. Here's let's get a rear 3/4 view of that. Yeah, looking good. Yeah, it's got its own flavor to it. It's got its own flavor to it, but I'm gonna have to go with the coupe, guys. Either the turbo or a base coupe. And I'm not gonna lie. In terms of looks alone, I think the coupe. But I think it has a bit of an elongated look to it here. And I'm sorry for the focusing. I'm doing all this on a DSLR, so the focus makes really, loud photography sounds. But anyway, I think it's really long. Yeah. Oh yeah, I hear you, Greg. The broken glass in the back is an issue. When I was building it, not so much of an issue, but once it's slapped on the car now, yeah, you can definitely, yeah, it really sticks out. Again, I'm sorry for the focus, guys. I'm gonna get an autofocusing camera for sure. I'm gonna really try to up the quality. Really, I started, by the way. by getting an AC adapter so my camera will not run out of battery like it did when I finished the first build. So making small improvements here and there. But yeah, I don't. Now that it's on the car, I don't like the broken glass. It's actually more of an issue at an angle because you're seeing the depth of it. When you're looking at it straight on, it might not be as bad. But when you're seeing all of that, see, now you're seeing the top and the bottom of the seam, the joints there. So it's really messy when you see it that way. Here, not so bad. And from the side profile, if you have it on display, not too bad. But I think my gripe with it is it really makes it look a lot longer for some reason. If you look at the real life Targa, these things were short and stubby, but it makes it longer, but in kind of a weirder way. I don't know what it is. And I really thought that I would like this more than the other two versions that I did. I'm gonna take more video of it and do another kind of video like I did with the base coupe, like a nicer video, not a live video. And maybe when I look at it again in the sunlight and in the daytime, I might have another appreciation. And I do. It is nice, but not as nice as the other versions that you can do with this. So yeah, I mean, let's get the front. I didn't get the front yet. Pretty much the same, except you're not gonna see as much of the flared wheel arches. Yeah. I like it. I'm just not in love with it. I think that's what I'll say. I like it. I'm just not in love with it like I was the other two. And I'll probably have this long enough to get a couple shots of it, and then it's going to go back to some variant of the coupe. And it's weird. It does look good in very certain angles, but not all around like the other two did. Yeah, that's what I'll say. From very specific angles, it works, but not. It's not as much of an all around good looker as the other two were. So that being said, let's get back in focus here. If I can do that. All right, we're somewhat back in view here. Okay, so anyway, that was that. It takes about, again, an hour. It took me an hour. It's going to take you all about at most 45 minutes to switch if you're interested in doing that, because you won't be like goofing off like I was half of the video. So again, see, when I look at it here from far away, I like it. It's not as elongated as it looked like when I was in close up. I'm gonna let digest over this a bit. And I think what happened is I was really, really expecting this to look better for some reason, and I think I had my expectations too high. But seeing it now, I'll say I'm a fan of the coupe version. And that being said, I appreciate you guys hanging on. I'm still gonna do a nicer, video again, like I did with the coupe version that I built. And I'll kind of summarize all the builds and the model in general, and give you all some good angles and views. And hey, that might be the last feature of this model, and we'll move on to the next thing. So appreciate you guys sticking in there. I'm gonna leave this on the table for you guys to contemplate. And that being said, have a good night. Have a good weekend if I don't build something tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday. And take care. Thanks, y'all.